co-wrote the script for this film? Was it your idea, or how did this idea come about for the film?
Okay, well, it was a collaboration with Toby Holden, who I studied with at Columbia, and it just started from a walk in the park, actually. We were walking along, and I had a basic idea of a story about a young girl who's been living with her grandmother, and then her grandmother dies, and she's forced to live with a mother that she's never known. That was the basic idea, and initially it was from the little kid's point of view, and then we just kept throwing around ideas, and it became such a good collaboration that I don't know whose ideas, began where the other ones left off, and in the end it was a very kind of flowing exchange.
So it was not based on like a real story or of people you knew or anything?
No, I mean, I think that both Toby and myself come from broken homes, but I realised just yesterday that this film is more about, two parents that don't want their child, and I remember at about the same age, it must be kind of something subconscious, my parents were fighting over custody, so there's kind of a strange reversal of the fact that a kid is in this kind of mess without being thrown around, not knowing where to go, and yet it was a kind of a reversal of the wanting or the wanting to get rid of the kid.
Actually, I thought that maybe this could be a film from the kid's point of view, just like you said. Why did you decide to make it from the mother's point of view?
Okay, well actually the first few drafts were written from the kid's point of view, and what ended up happening was it was really easy for the audience to relate to a kid whose parents don't want them, and it became a little bit schmaltzy, became a little bit more sentimental. So what we wanted to do was try and make it so that how do you get the audience to connect with a mother who doesn't want her own child? And that was much more challenging as filmmakers and writers, and that was the hardest part to kind of pull off in the film, and I think we managed to do it in the end, but it took a lot of kind of character work to try and work out who this woman was underneath, and how to know that the audience could sort of feel these other layers of pain with her so that we could connect and ultimately feel for her.
And how do you think this story continues after, the end?
Well, obviously I ended it on a freeze frame, which was, some people hate that, some people love that. I kind of liked it in the end because it was very ambiguous. It was kind of like, here's a kind of a photograph of them at the end of this little journey that they've been on. And to me, I think they're going to be okay, but it's going to be tough. That's how I see it, and that's just life, and that's just as life is. It's not easy, but we keep going,